Hey everybody, this is Kiki from Niara Designs. I pray you're all doing well and are doing something that makes you happy. We are here today with a tutorial. Well, before I let you know, disclosure though, this video might, well, not might, it probably probably will be a little bit longer than my usual because I'm doing 3, and I'll tell you more about what it is I'm doing. I don't know how to do like the chapters in my videos. I'm so sorry. I'm learning as I go. But I will be doing each one at a time. So let me get the God's Gift box first of all. And let's get into that. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Whew. Romans 12:18. Boy, I tried to. Today was a day, though. Today was a day. We should have much peace if we would not busy ourselves with the sayings and doings of others. That's from Thomas A. Kempis. Isn't that the truth? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So I'll tell you what each one of these are, and then you can go to that part of the video that you would like to see, or of course, stay for all of it. If you are new, welcome. I hope you decide to stay and subscribe, like all that stuff. Definitely comment, even if it's a thumbs up or emoji or whatever. It'd be nice to just say hello. Anyway, so a couple of weeks ago, when I did my journey journal, Melinda, hello, sweetie. Thank you so much for asking. She wanted to know how I made this. Now, I know I made this on a video. I believe that it was for the DJ at Heather and Jan Studios. She did a hop, and on my turn, this is what I did. I believe. I can't remember, you guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, the point is, I did a video on this, but I will do it again because this one is a little bit different than that one. And also, I added the other 2. All of these are made with envelopes. The envelopes that you get in the mail. So it's basically trash. I made this out of. And when I do each one, I will then show you what each one is. I'm going to do this one first. And Melinda, look how pretty your I did add the little beads that you gave me. And of course, the sari silk is just perfect. Of course, the butterfly, this is yours. This is yours. So thank you so much. There's a few other pieces that I'll show you in just a second. But I'm so happy. I have been playing today. So believe me, I needed some craft today. Okay, so let's do this one first. Let me just get the envelope that goes with this one. Okay, so as you can see, just a regular envelope, and I'll tell you how I folded that in just a minute. Let me show you. Let me just get just a piece of, here, we'll just use this so you can see, actually. Just a regular piece of paper. This is a tab. Now, I might miter that, but I haven't yet. We'll see. And this would just be, on the side of your page, and then obviously you can see that there is a pocket here, right? And then if you open it, here's another pocket. This is from Melinda as well. And then when you open it, you have journaling spots. So you have a journaling spot here, here, of course, the back of the tag. And then I just made a little journaling card to put in the second pocket. So, and of course, I mean, if you want, you can even add like little pockets on here. You guys are much more creative than I am, so you can go crazy. But I just thought this was a little fun thing. I'm sure someone has done this before, but I haven't seen it. I just thought about it today and tried it out, and I really, really like it. So I figured I'd show you. Okay, so very easy. Let me just put this stuff out of my way. So you get an envelope, whatever envelope it really doesn't matter the size. You do want it a little bit longer. This one is about 9 inches by 4. So it's 22-ish centimeters by 10. And what I did is I folded this side first. This is this flap that you would glue down on your page to make it a flip. So I did do this. What is this? I don't know, like a 1/4 inch-ish. A little over. Oh, that's centimeters. I'm like, why does that look so funny to me? Oh my gosh. So it's about, what, 1.5 centimeters. So yeah, about 3/4 of an inch. It doesn't really matter. You just want enough so you have that stability to then fold. So you do want to make this fold first. And let me just do that so you can see the fold. Okay. When you do that, then you want to fold this, because when you fold this, let me do this so you can see what I'm talking about. Should have probably done that before. So here's that fold, right? When you do this, you want it a little bit underneath that fold. So because you're going to have more papers on it, you don't want it to get in the middle of that, in the way of that fold, I should say. So just a little bit underneath it. So that's why you want to do this first. Okay. And then you just fold this like so. You're going to want to glue this down. So let me just get the glue. And when I glue, I do the sides and the top, because I don't glue on the bend, because I am going to cut that to make a pocket. And then I'll show you how I glue the rest. But for right now, this is good enough just to show you. So you just want to glue that flap down. Okay. And then here's that fold. So again, it folds up nicely. I mean, this, you can even put a closure on here if you want. You guys can do whatever you want. I did it as a flip, but you can do whatever. So after you get that all glued, of course, you're going to want to pick out your papers or whatever it is that you want to put on it. And then you're going to take your scissors and you're just going to, like, itty bitty. You just want to cut a little bit just so it opens so you can make a pocket. And you don't want to cut all the way up. You just want to cut to this part where it folds. And see what I'm saying? Literally itty bitty. Now you have that. So now you can go in if you want, and I did, and glue the rest of the flap down. I just didn't do it beforehand because I didn't want this to glue together, because then I wouldn't be able to have a pocket. Ask me how I know that. Yeah. Yep. That's how I know. You want to do this after. Okay. So, like so. Okay. So now you have, and it doesn't matter if you have a window and you want to keep the window, I'll show you a trick later on how to do that. But with this, for this one, I'm not going to keep the window. So, and the inside is where I decided to put the journaling spot. And this is just coffee dyed paper, or tea dyed, whatever you want. Painted paper, doesn't really matter. So that's what's going to go here. Now, I did ink all around. And then, because I wanted to stitch it, I did open it here and on this side, so that the envelope was completely open. Then I, because I had already chosen my papers and everything, I glued. I'm confusing you. Let me show you. Let me take this stuff out of here so I can show you. Okay. I did the, yeah, okay. I was going to say, it didn't look right to me for a second because I had it wrong. Oh, this video is starting out wonderfully. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. I took the paper that I wanted. After I inked, I took the paper, I cut it to size, and I glued it. Then I did the same on this side. Okay, that's the inside. So it would be here, the inside. After I did that, I did the little thumb hole, and then I opened the sides. I took my little craft knife and I just went along the side here, and again on this side. You know what, let me just do it this way. I'm not confusing you because I'm not gonna decorate each one. I'm just gonna basically show you. This is going to be harder because there's not that paper to hold it together, but we'll do what we can. I should have opened this then. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So obviously you want to be very, very careful with the knife. So you're going to have that. Then what I did is I went around, I punched out on this side, I punched out the thumb holes, and then I opened it and I stitched it open all the way around the thumb hole and then back. Then I closed it. I double stitched here and here, so on the two sides. and also here in the middle. So here. Now, if you don't want to do all that, okay, you can stitch after you cut out your paper. You can just stitch the paper and then glue it on. So you don't have to open it at all if you don't want to. So that's another way. I wanted it to go through so you can see the stitching up here and obviously on that end and on the back, which is why I did that. But you can stitch each one, you know, each piece individually if you want, and then glue it down. Do whatever you want to do. Then I obviously, because this was already stitched, I just glued this part together. So it's nice and firm because you know, it's gonna open. So you really want this flap, you want a nice flap here. I put the paper all the way end to end. I didn't do that on the inside. Of course, you can do it. I didn't because this is going to be glued down on your page, so I didn't bother doing on the inside. But I did want this to be decorative. So, but of course, again, you do as you want to do. So that's that. Then I cut out pieces, of course, that would fit into your two pockets. And of course, it could be journaling cards, it could be tags, it could be, you know, whatever you choose to put in there. It could be little gifts, it could be like a little money card. I mean, how cute would this be as like a little card, you know, Happy Mail, or I'm sure you guys are going to think of a million and one ways to use this, but I just thought it was something nice with the journaling space. You can even put nice photos in here, and then on the back of this, write something about your photo. And of course, you can decorate this side. I didn't because I just kept it simple for this video. I know I have a few beginners, and they are, I don't really like that word. I usually say you're new to junk journaling because I don't believe anybody is a beginner. I think you just, if you can glue paper to paper, you're good, because that's basically what we're doing. But if you are new to junk journaling, I wanted something that is easy, and we all have this, right? We all get tons of these envelopes. So I figured this is something easy. You don't even have to stitch it if you don't want. You could do faux stitching, you know, with a sharp, you know, a pen or a Sharpie or a micro point. And you can do the faux stitching if you want. You don't have to do the stitching. I like the threads and messy, and you guys know. But you don't have to do that. You don't have to stitch at all. You don't have to ink. You don't. You know, you could use whatever papers. It's fine. So that's basically, that's that. That's really all it is. It's very, very easy. Very, very easy to do. And then you decorate it as you want to decorate. And you add whatever it is that you want to add. And you make a nice little, and you can make a few of these, because goodness knows I have a box of envelopes. And you can make a bunch of these with just and you don't decorate them. Just get the, you know, this part ready with neutrals or the colors that you use most in your journals or card making even, because how cute would this be? And, you know, you can even, I should have gotten this ready. I'm sorry. But let's say, this is going to be too small, but you'll get the picture. Let's say this is a card, right? You have a card. You can put this you can glue that on the inside of your card, right? And let's pretend that this is a bigger card, or make it even smaller, right? You can even make it smaller. You can cut it and do whatever size you want. But if you're going to keep it this way, you can make a card, you can glue this side down, and then you can add another piece of paper or journaling spot or whatever here, you know, the whatever you want on your card, and just glue it all the way to this. And then you have, when you open your card, you have another little thing that you can flip open. I mean, how fun would that be? So there's a lot of different things that you can do with this. And of course, we get so many. So you can make little journals out of it. I mean, there's just a bunch of stuff that you can do. I love working with envelopes, book pages, whatever. Okay, now we're going to get to this. This is basically a belly band. So if you, let me steal this for a moment. So you would make it, of course you would, and I made the top like a little tag shape, but you would obviously glue it here and here to the top, and then you can add your little tags, journaling cards, whatever, and then here you have a little pocket. And this one, as you can see, I did keep the window, and this is where I'm going to show you how I cut the paper for this window. And then you have a little journaling spot that goes in this little pocket, and it makes a really cute belly band, I think. I really like this. So let's get this out. What did I do with it? Okay, here we go. No, that's, so basically this is, here's obviously the piece of the envelope, right? I kept it to size, and of course whatever page you want, you're going to want to cut it to your page height. If you're making, you know, a smaller journal or whatever, obviously you're going to want to make it to the height of your specific pages in your journal, not the journal itself, but the pages. Now, if you want the little tag shape on the top, you are going to want to leave a little bit on top. So don't cut it exactly to the page if you want that. Again, you don't have to do that. But anyway, so here we go. I did open it on one end because I was going to put a piece of paper in here. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Then you're just going to take a piece of paper, anything you want. You can see I inked around it. Let me get, this is a self-healing mat. So what I did is I took my envelope with the window. I measured. Now you're going to want to do this because when you cut it, you know, you want it to reach where the window is. So that's where it is. This is the top of the envelope. So I did make a little crease there, and that's how it's going to be. Now what I did was I kept this folded. I put this inside of my envelope. Where the window is, I took a, where is it? I think it's called a, excuse me, a stylus. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It has a smaller, I don't know how to show you this, a smaller like little ball on one end, and then a larger one. For this, I suggest the larger one because this, I think it's too small, and it might rip this plastic. So I used the larger ball. And then I went around And I didn't press down hard. I would rather go around it a few times and press down hard because again, I don't want to rip. And this is all I did. And then what you get, and I don't know if you're going to, probably not. Oh, here, you can see it on this end. You get this, you get that shape. And now I took, again, my craft knife. So please, again, this is not for children. Please be very, very careful because these are very, very, very sharp. And you're just going to want to cut around this piece. Now, how I did it, you know what? Let me ink that on this side so you can see what I'm talking about. Just a little bit, just to show you. See that shape? You can probably see it a little bit better now. See? So what I did was I took a ruler because I can't do anything straight. I'm probably going to mess this up as well, but it's okay. Now, I personally would rather go inside the line that I made. So I would go on the inside of this because I would want this a little bit wider than smaller because I don't want this to show. And usually I go around and I do, ooh, sorry about that. I go around like this and I ink all on the inside. So just in case I mess up, which happens quite often. But anyway, so I go a little bit on the inside and I just cut. See, I already messed up, but that's okay. And I cut again on that side. It's hard to see with the lights. Oh, I just messed up because I wasn't paying attention. But it's all good. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. And then I'll make the slices on the top and the bottom, and then I'll go around and I'll do the corners just to keep this in place. It just helps me so I don't mess up. But again, I'm just showing you what I do. Of course, you do however you want. And then I take my little scissors and I go around all of the edges. One more. And you can even keep this to make little tabs. Oh my gosh, labels with. And then you have that. So this then will fit perfectly onto your envelope once you get it on there correctly. There we go. Like so. And again, that's why but I messed up, but that's like so. So then, of course, you would glue that down. After you glue this down, let me get rid of this stuff. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just glue it so I can show you. Let me just to, oop, to this because, again, it's me and I already messed up. So, but it's, again, it's all good. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. We're good. That's what it's all about. It's just playing and having fun and see what we come up with. Um, I'll just cut that later. I was going to cut it now, but I'll cut this piece, but I'll cut it later. I will just put the glue here just to get it started so I don't. Oh, and another thing, don't put the glue all the way to the end because when you put it down, it's going to smush and you're going to get a lot of glue on that plastic and you will see it. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that. If you're anything like me, you will see it. Ask me how I know that too. I'm not saying a word. Yep, it's me. It's all good. And then now I will go around. And again, I go close. I just don't go all the way to that edge. And then I do it this way. I do it in sections because, again, I have a hard time with things. So for me, it just makes it easier. Oop. Okay, that's good enough. Of course, I got glue on the back, but that's good. And if you want to do the back, I mean, you can. You can even make a like cute little flip or whatever out of this. But anyway, that's that. Now, you're going to want to, of course, cut your pieces off. And I don't know why what did I do here? Why do I have, I don't know. I don't know what I did. Clearly, I know I left it larger for a reason, but I don't know. We'll just cut it off, and again, it's all good. It's fine. Absolutely fine. So here we go, and then we have our piece. Okay. Now what you want to do is you want to pick out how big you want your journaling card. If you're going to put one, you can make this out of a closed envelope too and just make a belly band and with a pocket. It doesn't have to have a window. I just picked envelopes with a window, but you do what you want to do. So I just picked out this card. I cut it to roughly the size that I want, so I know, and I want to give it obviously enough room to go in and out. So I'm going to just mark it here. And as you can see, it's a little bit above where that card is. Okay. And I know that's where I want to glue up to that line and all of this. Like so. So it didn't hold. I didn't press it down. Okay, now it should be good. So now you have that pocket and you have enough room to, slide your journaling card in and out. So then you want to obviously pick out something for your journaling card. So I took this out of a page from a book, and I picked out the photo of, I will give you a tip. Pick out a photo of what side. So if you were going to have it on this side, okay, you would want your photo here, right? If you're going to have this up top, because you can have it up top, it doesn't have to be on the bottom. But I would make sure that the picture that you want is going to show through that window. So because of that, my picture, I wanted the leaves it's not going to fit because it's a little bit larger than, here we go. I wanted the leaves to show through the window because I'm going to cut this a little bit. So this is fine, and we can decorate that and do whatever, but I did want the leaves. So pick out a picture, because I did pick out a picture, and what happened was it was here. So nothing was showing up in the window. So anyway, pick out something that you like. Of course, you're going to glue it onto your card. You're going to find, you know, a piece of copy paper, inked paper, coffee dyed paper, whatever kind of paper that you want to put on the back as a journaling spot. And then cut the tab shapes. I did it with the little notch thing, but let me show you. I did it with this. I got it with the little envelope maker or whatever, and see where it says notch. So I just put this to the, basically to where the T is, because that's the middle, and I cut it, and then I just rounded the little corners because it makes this shape. But you can just you know, 45 degree and then curve your these edges, the top edges, and make it, if you want to make it that shape, or leave it square. Doesn't have to be. You can leave it perfectly straight. That's fine too. But see how the picture is on this side, because that's where I cut this the pocket. I cut it on the opposite side. I cut my pocket for this one. I cut my pocket on this side, so I can put this on the left side of my journal, whereas this one will go on the right side of the journal. And of course, that's easier to get the journaling card in and out. So you do want to make sure that your picture aligns nicely with your window. Okay, so that's a tip for this one. Again, very easy, very easy. All you need is, I mean, look at the cardboard, but you're not going to see what it is because it's going to be, you know, completely done up. And an envelope. And you can even make two. You can do, you know, take an envelope, cut it in half. One can have the window part. One doesn't have to. And you can make two of the belly bands with one envelope. You can add a pocket. And on the other one, let's say this one I did the back. I don't know why, but whatever. But let's say you have something small, like I just made a little envelope. Let me show you. I had some leftover paper, so I made a little envelope with a little tag inside. So you can even put that on your, you know, if you if you don't want a pocket, I'm saying here, or you can have a pocket here and make a pocket on top too and add something on the top as well. So there's a whole bunch of different, if you don't have a windowed envelope, there's a whole bunch of different things. I mean, you can still play with the envelope itself and have fun. You know, you just add that instead. So there's some ideas for you. Okay, now we're going to go into this one. This one I will show you. And if you've been with me for a while, you know I put these in every one of my journey journals, which is my planner journal, journal planner. I love these. It's a bookmark. It's you can put little pockets on here like I did for my last journal, the last 4 months. You can decorate it up. This is the decoration for this month. This was for last month, and I do 4 months, so I have 4 decorations by the time I'm done. So this is all decorated up by the time I'm done with each journey journal. But let me show you, just in case you don't know what this is. This is my journey journal, and this goes right in your page like so. And because of the paper clips, it holds on. So again, it's a bookmark. Then you can make it a tuck spot. You can put pockets on it and stick little tags and stuff in the pockets. You can do that on both sides. It's just, I love these things. And it keeps, if you use the same, I mean, you can put a few of these in your journal or your Bible, your scripture book, you know, the daily scriptures. I just love them. I really, really love them. So what you need for this is you'll need a piece of cardboard or some scrap paper and an envelope. And that is what, as you can see, an envelope. Okay, you're going to take the envelope and you're going to half it. Just fold it in half the long way. Okay. I wouldn't cut anything unless you have a very small, you know, like if you have a journal this size and you want to make one, then obviously you're going to want to cut it to size because obviously this is way, way too big. But I wouldn't cut it yet. The new thing that I did here is I stitched the top and the bottom because I found that taking it in and out, and you know, we're playing with junk journals. And if you're anything like me, not all of the pages are exactly the same. So some of them have ripped the bottom. So I just stitched the top and bottom, and I just left it messy because my sewing machine wasn't happy with me that day, but that's okay. I love her anyway. Okay, so you're gonna take an envelope and half it. Okay. Then you're gonna take a piece of cardstock, scrapbook paper that you don't use, whatever. You're going to want, well, you're going to want to half that too. Okay. So I cut this, you can see, a little bit shorter on the top and the bottom. Okay. Comes down a little bit on the top and the bottom. this ensures, because a lot of mine are 9.5 by 11. I'm in the US, of course, A4. So this will probably, I would choose something that would be around your page length. So you know that your pages will fit in here. And obviously, if this is a little bit smaller than this, and it fits nicely, you know your pages are going to fit nicely when you put it in and out. Now you can see I took 3 paper clips and put it all the way in the back, of course. What I do is I put masking tape on my paper clips. It just gives it an extra buffer. For 1, to keep it in place while I'm gluing, and for 2, it gives a nicer look, so the indentation isn't as bad as if it didn't have it. So I just took, I'll show you really quick. Basically, you just add the masking tape. Now, I don't add the masking tape on the top because I don't want that extra weight on the top. I want this to go as far in as possible to my envelope. So I don't put anything on the top, but I do put the masking tape on both sides of that, of the cardstock or whatever paper you choose to use for the inside. And just like so. Now, you're going to want to make sure that your opening end goes to your opening end, because the last thing you want to do is close it, and if you go do this way, nothing will fit inside. Yeah, I didn't do that. I've never done that before. I'm just saying, in case you guys do it, but I myself have never done, because I make these all the time. I don't. Anyway, so now what you want to do is you do want to make sure that this is in the correct spot. Also, do not put glue here, because you want these sides open so your page again fits nicely inside of that and has that room to do so. So when you put your glue, make sure you don't get it all the way to the edge, because then it will go down here and these two will then stick together. I think I'm going to use the 3-in-1. So you're going to want to make sure that it's in the, oh my gosh, the correct position. You're going to glue, and also don't go all the way down, meaning to here, because again, you don't want to glue your opening. And then, and when you push this down, okay, you don't want to press, because again, that will indent your paper, or your envelope, and show your paper clips. So you just want to push down nice. Don't push it down, don't really smudge it. Okay, let's do the other side really quickly. So see, I'm doing, oh my gosh, this glue, I don't have any more. That's why I would have filled it, but it is what it is. Okay. There we go. Again, you don't want to get on the ends or here. And again, just press this down nicely. And there you go. And now you just take some paper. I got, this is from Betsy at Useful Creations. She did a live, and that was the freebie on the live, which I just love this paper. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And now you do want to go in here and just want to make sure that your edges are gluing down. And after, when you glue everything together, that's when you can go back in, put a piece of paper in, and really glue these edges down. But now you can add, and it's, there you go. This is your paper. But this is what I was going to use to decorate this. But again, I don't want to waste a lot of time with decor. And I don't even know if you guys really want to see me decorate things because it takes me forever. Or you're good with just me doing this, just showing you like the how-to, and then you can leave it. I can, I leave it up to you to decorate however you choose. Or do you want ideas? I mean, I don't really think I'm that great at it. So you tell me, whatever you guys want, I will do gladly. But anyway, then you will obviously cut the pieces off. This is where I went in and I stitched. Now, when I stitched, obviously you have to be very careful with your sewing machine because of that paper clip, which is why I put the paper clip further down a little. I left about an inch or so on either side. So I just went and I literally just on the tippy top, just to give it that extra strength on each end. So when I, put it in and out of my journal, I don't mess it up. And then when this is all done, I will go back and see if any glue has come up, has opened, or whatever. And that's when I will glue the inside a little bit better. I'll stick a piece of paper in there just so I don't, close it shut. And then decorate the outside. But anyway, that's it, you guys. So this one, this that way, and this one. So these are just some of the things that I do with envelopes that I thought you might enjoy as well. And again, let me know if you have made these in the past. And if you haven't and are going to make them now, let me know what you think about them. And I'd love to see pictures, so you can either tag me on Instagram, or I have my email. You can obviously, of course, anytime email me at that email and show me pictures of what I'd love to see. And honestly, I really would love to see. So these are just some of the things that I thought would be fun and something easy to do with those envelopes that we get in the mail. And yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I gave you a few ideas to use up your envelopes. And I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. I had a lot of fun making these. I really, this one was a lot of fun as well. All right, you guys, I'll stop blabbering. But anyway, I wish you all an extremely blessed rest of your night, day, or morning, wherever you are in this world. God bless you. I love you guys so, so much. And I'm so grateful and thankful and so blessed that you are here spending this time with me. Truly, 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 truly. I needed this today. So anyway, with that, I'll say goodbye now. All right, you guys, I'll see you next time. I love you. Bye.